Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Leadership Thursday. We're here to elevate your leadership every Thursday here. We're doing this on Zoom, and we're doing it on YouTube and a podcast. So we got it all going on, Cheryl.
Listen, we always have it all going on, and it's all fun.
We do, and I love your hat today, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. I thought, it's getting cold. I'm getting ready to do a little snowboarding.
Very, very cute.
Yeah, thank you.
Today, Cheryl, we're talking about your favorite topic.
Yes, we are.
Which is community.
I love that.
And so those of you following along, we're going through the book by John Maxwell called The 15 Laws of Growth. And today we're talking about the law of environment, which is, they're all super important, but this one, you got to be in the right environment or you have no chance to grow. And Cheryl, talk a little bit about, I know we just got through COVID and what community did during the past 2 years.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, something that nobody wants to feel is lonely.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times, especially with this pandemic, I think, we couldn't get out like we used to be able to. We didn't get to see family and friends and people and do the normal things that we have done. I mean, really, I think a lot of people, including myself, like the whole world changed, right? I mean, like everything was changing, and to be able to be part of a community here and see each other and, Zoom. I mean, I certainly hope you bought some stock in Zoom because oh my, right? Because that's really what it was all about. It was about being able to be part of a community and see the people because you couldn't get out and see them. So to see them in this way, I think the world changed, but I think this just made it like so much better.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It was great to have Zoom. I'm glad they didn't charge us by the hour because we spent a lot of time in the past year, but we've been working from home now for 20 years. So I tell everybody that I was preparing for this past year a long time. But John Maxwell states in this chapter here that growth thrives in conducive surroundings. And that's what we want to create here. So Cheryl and I read this chapter actually years ago. And when we built the Elevate Tribe or created the Elevate Tribe, our whole mission of doing all that and everything we've created is around this one law of growth. And that's creating the perfect environment for people to grow in. So actually in the notes, we had a direct link to Facebook to get into the Elevate Tribe if you're not in there already. We also have a hashtag. It's a hashtag Elevate Tribe. And anybody that does anything to improve their life, to grow their life, if you post anything on Facebook like that, we want you to hashtag that Elevate Tribe so we can all see and celebrate with you the small wins. It's all about celebrating those small wins. And we have so many people in the group that elevate that, first of all, that we're big into weight loss. So people are elevating their weight loss. If you're looking to get involved, we're starting another Kickstart here on November 29th. So that's something you can look into. If you're looking to elevate your personal growth, looking to elevate your leadership, looking to elevate your mindset, we cover it all. I mean, every single area of life, we're helping people elevate. So Cheryl, I know John talked about the first step is to refuse to be captive in an environment that's bad. If you're in a bad environment, you just say, I'm not going to stay here, and go find an environment that can, allow me to grow.
Yeah. I think it's all about being in a community or in a place to grow where we are all doing the same thing. We're on a mission here, right? We've got a vision, and that is to elevate our lives, right? And so you've got to be in a community like that. So I think that's what he says when he talks about a conducive environment. It's an environment where we are all on the same mission to elevate, to grow, to become better people, right? And I absolutely love that. And I love that I'm in a community like that, right?
Yeah.
Because we know, heaven forbid, there are other communities out there that aren't like that.
Right.
Right. And so to be in a community like that, I think is so important with all of you, right?
Oh, it's so valuable too, because like you said, Cheryl, there's so few places in the world where you can feel safe and feel like you can grow and everyone's cheering you on. Because in the rest of the world, everyone's got a hammer in their hand trying to knock you down all the time.
Oh,
So it's incredible how valuable this environment is for people to get in. And if you want to be successful, if you want to grow, you have to get around great people. And we have the best people in the world in the Elevate Tribe. Every single person there is thinking about one thing, and that's to elevate their life. We're all there to get better. We're all on a journey. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. We all have failures, but we all learn from that, and we're able to move forward as a community and rise everyone up. So,
well, and to be able to come here, right? To be able, when you're part of this community, to be able to come here, because let's be honest, not all of us have a conducive place where we can elevate or grow in our normal lives, right? And so to have a place to come where we're all on the same page, where we are all elevating, where we are here, all of us are here to support each other on this journey of elevating. It is just so wonderful to know, because to me, it gives me hope. Because, you know, then I can go out and in normal life and deal with this and that, and, you know, maybe not as conducive as a place to grow and to elevate, but to know, oh my gosh, all I have to do is get back to Elevate Tribe.
yeah.
And you know, and there I will have, there's my friends, there's my people, there's my group, my community, where everybody is for everybody else. And I absolutely love that.
Yeah, well said, Cheryl. And you're only going to be as good as the people you're around. So again, we have just the best of the best people in the Elevate Tribe, and that is the best place possible to grow. So let's talk, Cheryl, about the 4 keys to creating this environment and the things you can do to grow. So what's number 1, Cheryl?
Well, we just talked about it, didn't we?
Yeah, great people.
Great people.
Yep.
It's being surrounded by people who are doing the same thing that you are doing, right? With the intention, right? We've all set our intention really to grow and to elevate our lives in every area of our life. So that's the very first thing that is super important.
The next place, Cheryl, you have a little actually the next 2, you have a little discrepancy with John Maxwell on. So great places. John's favorite places is presidential libraries. I can't actually say I've ever been in one myself, but that wasn't your first go-to place.
No,
for
my great place was Croatia.
Beautiful there.
Listen, when John said great places, that's what we need to do, is we need to go to great places. I'm like, hallelujah, travel, travel, travel.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I was very excited. But I do believe that. I do believe that to be able to, you know, to go to new places. And of course, the presidential library is very important. But
that was where the Game of Thrones shooting was, right? Or was that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dubrovnik. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was me and Jon Snow where we hooked up. And they asked me to fill in a little bit.
Yeah, they did.
In the Elevate Tribe, we also want to elevate humor. So I will post a picture of my Jon Snow lookalike picture. And
listen, if you do that, that will keep us laughing for like a week.
That'll keep everyone elevated for sure. Yeah.
That doesn't anymore look like Jon Snow than I look like Cinderella. Okay. but I love that you're willing to give it a try.
Give it the old try there. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then John talks, the third one is about reading great books. And I do love that. And I have realized over the last few years how important it is to always be growing, and especially reading a good book.
Yeah, absolutely. And so let's just set it clear here before we get a lot of hate mail like John gets. We don't look down at or judge anyone that reads fiction books. It's just that Cheryl and I decided not to do that. We decided to only read personal growth books. And I know, Cheryl, you have a stack of them on your desk there, just just in order so you can have the next few years planned out on personal growth?
Yeah, I do. I actually do have a ton of books, and I love to read personal growth books.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it's, and I do a lot on Audible too. I mean,
Yep.
because I'm very I'm an auditory learner, and I get so much more out of it if someone's reading the book to me. And so I love that. And that's a great,
I know you spend a lot of time driving, and most people spend a lot of time driving. So getting that, if there's a Christmas gift to give someone, it's an Audible membership, because I listen to books on that all the time. And I know Cheryl and I, we share books all the time. We're going to share books inside the Elevate Tribe of our top 100 books we've read, and just give you a kind of a starting place to start your personal growth and reading these great books. So my main thing is mindset. I'm always trying to read more books on mindset, anything that has to do with that. And that's a big category, but it's improving the mindset. And then of course, I'm obsessed with leadership. Anything that's got the word leadership on a book, I'm reading it. And John Maxwell has, I think, 87 books now. So, and every single one of them is fantastic. So if you're looking to start your library, those 87 books would be a great place to start.
Yeah, I love that. I really, I love the whole leadership book idea. And I think something that I've learned in the last couple of years is the importance of leading yourself, of course. And so by reading those leadership books and really, making a conscious effort to learn more about leadership and about the way that leadership works, I think that it just is so important, to obviously start with leading yourself. So, and that's a great way to do it, is starting to read those leadership books. Absolutely.
The next thing is great events. And this is something that I've gone at as many events as humanly possible in my life. I've gone to every single lead, or when it was at least live, one of the virtual ones I've gone to as well. But John Maxwell does a live to lead every single year, and I've gone to it literally for 20 years now. So that has made a huge impact in my life. I've done Unleash the Power Within with Tony Robbins 3 times. Did Business Mastery early this year with Tony, and now I'm doing Date with Destiny with Tony. So it's, the more time you spend at these events and get around those people that are looking to elevate, the better your life's going to be. And Cheryl, I know we promote Deb Erickson events. She's an unbelievable, awesome mindset coach. And the Eric Worre events, also the GoPro events. So actually tomorrow we're doing a huge event. You can go to ygmastermind.com and you can register for that event. It's going to be epic. And then there's also a link underneath that to the ygygopro.com, which is the actual tickets to the GoPro event that's coming up on, I believe, December 3rd through the 5th. So you have to motivate yourself consistently or constantly, Cheryl. And the only way to do that is to do it in the right environment.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be days where you're not at your best. And like you said, you could turn to someplace that was, can elevate your state, to elevate your emotions, so you can get back in that place where you can continue to grow.
I can promise you that I don't know very many people that are as motivated as I am. I mean, I am seriously, it comes naturally to me. That is really true, but it's not every single day. And I'm not able to hold the motivation personally for myself 365 days a year. There's no way I can do it. I just cannot do it. So you're absolutely right that being in a community where if I have an off day, Paul does not have an off day, Caroline does not have an off day, Shelly Davis does not have an off day, Becca doesn't have an off day, right? All of these people in our group are not having an off day. And then that helps me stay motivated. So you're absolutely right. And look, being in a community with motivated people, I think we can't say how important that is. And you can't be the only one that's motivating, right? You cannot be in a group or a community where it's only you that is motivated. You have got to be in like the Elevate, where we are all motivating each other every single day. So super important.
Absolutely. So let's talk about, well, next topic is why we lead.
I see Paul is frozen.
Oh, did I?
Oh, yeah.
Am I okay now?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question is why we lead. So why we lead is to bring out the very best in others for outstanding results. I love that. So I'm going to repeat that again. Why we lead, to bring out the very best in others for outstanding results. I love that, Cheryl.
Me too. I think that is what it's all about.
We're results orientated. So we always want to produce those outstanding results. So let's talk about the growth environment that we've created, this Elevate Tribe, and the characteristics around this tribe and why we think everyone should be in this group, and anyone that wants to elevate. Let me kind of put that caveat in there, because there's a lot of people in this world that just don't want to elevate. They don't have the ambition. They don't have the desire to elevate, and that's fine. You know, that's this. We're just letting you know that this is not the place for you. If you're looking to stay ordinary, then this isn't the place for you. We're looking to create extraordinary people, and we've created the environment to do that. So, what's number one, Cheryl, with the growth environment?
The way that it's said here is others are ahead of me. So the way I look at it is that you're not the best person in the room, right? You need to have other people who are better than you. And this always, I always bring tennis into these things, because tennis to me, it is exactly aligned with the way we elevate and the way that we build our teams and our businesses. So in tennis, you know, I have been serious about tennis for about 4 months now, 4 or 5 months. And I've played with the same people for the whole time. And I've tried super hard to get better and better and better. Well, now it's like, okay, well, why don't you go and try to play with some other people that are better than you? Because I'm at the same level as all the people that I play with. And I didn't want to do it at first. And I was like, no, I don't want to do it. But I decided that I would do it. And it was hard for me to get out of that comfort zone and go to play. And I didn't want to play with them because of how much better they are than I am. But the whole point of this is that I cannot get better unless I play with people who are better than me. That's the only way I'm going to get better. That's the only way I'm going to elevate in every area of my life, is if I'm with and around people who are better than I am. And I think that is so important. And tennis is the same way. And I was super scared to do it, but then I just decided, oh, I'm doing it. And I went in there, and let me tell you, people did not really like that I was joining them, because I wasn't as good as they were, right? And so what I had to do is I had to be more focused. I had to be more intentional. I had to be faster. I had to be stronger. I had to do all of these things to not even raise to their level, but to be able to even play with them. And so I had to become better, like instantly, with all of those, in all of those areas. Like there was no room for me to make a mistake. They could make all the mistakes in the world, but there was no room for me to make any mistakes and to be super focused on those times and those days that I play with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, you know, but in our environment, in the Elevate Tribe, there's obviously people better than all of us in that tribe. There's just incredible people in there that have all kinds of skills and talents and things, but it's a place where we welcome everyone. So no matter what level you're on, you can come into the Elevate Tribe and not feel intimidated that, oh, these are all professional whatevers. There's a lot of professionals in there, but we welcome everyone. We want, the higher you get, the more you want to turn around and help other people. And that's the kind of people that we attract to the Elevate Tribe. So a growth environment is also a place where you're continually challenged. So we always encourage people in the Elevate Tribe to go look for the next challenge. What is that? What's the next mountain that you're going to climb? I mean, Cheryl and I have gotten to a place now where we're looking for something to do that's hard. What can we do that's hard today? You know, we do the cold plunge, we do all these things that are kind of crazy, but we're looking for hard things to do to put more things into our cookie jar. So it's,
the latest thing that I've done is really become an author. Oh my gosh, which is crazy. And our book's coming out, and it's me and some other women that have all written a chapter of a book. And let me tell you, Paul, that was like the hardest thing ever.
That was a mountain for you there.
That was a huge mountain. And that was like, my goodness, rock climbing and hiking and oh my gosh, all sorts of crazy things.
Yeah.
Doing that. But just like you said, you've got to look for things that are hard. And like you said, that you can put in your cookie jar. That is so important, because I just am incredibly excited. And I just can't even believe, that I was able to do that. Like, what on earth? Right.
It's so fantastic. But those kind of things pull you. You know, we talk
Yes.
a lot about things that pull you, things, and other things you got to push to do. Those type of things you don't have to push, because you're pulled to do it. I love writing. I love creating. I love designing. So all those things, you're being pulled to it. Like John was talking about in the chapter where he gets up for a meeting at 4 a.m. to go over his notes again. Yeah. Always want to get prepared. And the reason he does that is because he knows that at 4 p.m. or whatever time he finishes at, he's going to be by himself. And there's that moment at the end of the day where you're by yourself, and you got to be able to look in the mirror and say, good job, Paul. Good job, Cheryl, or whatever your name has to be. You delivered today. You gave it your all. And John talks about never winging it, which was something that we've never done here on the Elevate Tribe is
well, you haven't, Paul. Good for you. I was quite a winger.
Well, not anymore.
I'm much better at it now.
Yeah, we plan to review now.
Yes, we do.
Awesome. So the focus is a growth environment is also a place where focus is always forward, Cheryl.
Yes. Don't rest. It goes back to don't rest on your laurels, right? Don't rest on the things that you've done in the past. Today's
the good old days.
Day. Yeah. Today's a new day, right? So, and I love that John said, when you are average, no one asks for your advice. And he was talking about golf and how nobody asks him, like, he's good, he said, right? But nobody asks him like where to put the ball or how to swing or what club to use or whatever. So I thought that was so interesting, that when you're average, nobody asks you for advice. And that is true. That's absolutely true. So we want to continue to grow and continue to elevate, continue to become better, so that we will be asked, so that we can contribute to other people's lives.
Absolutely. It's also the environment, the atmosphere is super high positive energy. I mean, we have Cheryl Morley in the group. So we call her the wow. She's the wow person. She's the sizzle. I'm more of the how guy, the steak kind of person. But we have Cheryl to bring the wow.
Listen, it's super important. Energy is what it's all about. Positive energy.
Yep, absolutely. So we got a great atmosphere. It's also a place that you are out of your comfort zone. So we talked about it being a safe place where you can come and grow, but it's also a place where we're all expecting to get better. So we don't want you to stay in your comfort zone. That's the whole part of Elevate, is to get out of the box that you're in. So we want to create a place where we take you out of your comfort zone and what you're used to.
In a safe place, though. I mean, that's really what it's all about.
Sure, absolutely, it's a safe place to do it, but yeah, it's not a safe place because there's other safe places that condone staying in your box, actually promote it. We're not about staying in the box. We're about destroying the box and creating a whole new one. So it's a place where we're going to ask you and promote you and encourage you to leave your comfort zone. It's also, Cheryl, a place where you wake up excited.
Yes. Yay. Yeah, that's absolutely right. And, I wake up excited every single morning because, Paul, I absolutely love what I do.
Yeah.
I love it. I think there is nothing better on earth than doing what I do, than helping and contributing to other people's lives.
Yeah, when you're living on purpose, you just wake up excited, and everybody in the Elevate tribe, we work on getting on purpose and staying on purpose. And that's, again, where you're being pulled instead of having to push through the day.
Yeah.
Cheryl, the growth environment is also a place where failure is not your enemy.
Oh, my gosh. Winning is wonderful, but that's not where the growth is. Let's remember. So failing and, all the obstacles and all of the things that you have to go through, all of the hard things, is so important. And to be able to come into the group and on the calls and talk about, about the celebrations and the challenges and all of those things, I think once you can make failure your friend and just know, like right up front, guess what? I'm going to fail. I fail all the time. I couldn't even get something posted today. It was driving me crazy. It took me forever. So I seriously fail like so many times during the day. And you just have to say, oh, well, guess what? I'll be able to post it next time much quicker than 45 minutes. And it was a stupid recipe. So honestly,
actually, it was a phenomenal recipe. So
it is a phenomenal recipe.
I printed it out immediately.
But really, 45 minutes, now stop it. But that's fine because it's a failure. I don't care because I will be quicker next time.
It's a learning experience is what it is.
Yes, it is a learning experience. And that's what every single failure is. And just like embrace it. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah. So every week we also do a weekly review. And so we definitely want everyone to program their minds to always look for wins, always look for the good things that are happening, because there's so many great things that are happening. But at the same time, I'm not afraid to ask what are the challenges? What are the problems? I love having a list of problems because I have it in my mind that I'm a phenomenal problem solver. It's just who I am. And I've taken on this identity of myself to be a phenomenal problem solver. So you got a problem? No problem. I like what John said, Cheryl, about if you're a 4 leader and you have a 7 problem, you got a problem. But if you are a 7 leader with a 4 problem, no problem. So it's always about becoming stronger and elevating yourself. And then problems don't become problems anymore. It's just super easy to solve them. So that is definitely something we push hard, is that to remind people that failure is not your enemy. Number 8 is where other people are growing. So, I mean, every single person in the group is growing.
Yeah, that has to be super important for everybody.
Yeah, right? And not only are they growing, but it's a place where people really want to grow, really want to elevate their lives. So you're around, totally like-minded people that are doing the same thing that you are and have the same goals in life. And Cheryl, the Elevate Tribe is also an environment where it's a place where people expect you to elevate.
Yeah. And guess what? That's fantastic. Because I think a lot of times we get into situations or we're with people or groups or whatever, where the status quo is fine. And not here. That is not fine. And I do expect every single person to elevate. I expect every single person to work on their mindset and to grow their business and to elevate their business and to elevate every aspect of their lives. That's why it's not just one thing. It's like everything: emotional, spiritual, physical, mental, all of those things in our lives. Each of us have to elevate each one of those. And we're expected to do that. And that's okay, right? Because we know that. We know we're expected to do that, and we want to do that. We're here because that's what we want to do. So I love that whole idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I see so many people out there playing to play.
Yeah. You
have to play to win. Then there's a huge difference between playing to play and playing to win. So we expect people to play to win here, and that Cheryl and I are obsessed with results, so we're all about getting those results that you're looking for. And there's no shortcuts. I mean, this is, as John talks about, this is an uphill climb. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. Elevate means going up. So it's climbing the mountain, and it's knowing that it's going to be difficult, that we're not going to take any shortcuts, but we're going to do it the right way. And it's going to be, in the end, it's going to be all worth it. And John actually has an acronym called ACT, which he talks about when you have a learning experience, you want to apply that, change it, and then teach it. So he's got a program that he put together that does those three things and promotes it, and we do the same thing. It's also important to think long-term, so that this isn't just something we're going, oh, it's the 30-day Elevate, challenge or something. We don't have that. This is a lifestyle. This is who we are. So it's thinking long-term. It's thinking beyond yourself. It's not just about you. And I love this saying, and I keep on saying this over and over again, that when you lose yourself in others, you find yourself. And it's finding your purpose. And our purpose, why God put us all here, is to elevate other people, is to help other people. You have to get beyond yourself here and thinking about elevating yourself, because the only way you can really elevate yourself is by elevating other people in that group. So we really want to encourage everyone to work as a community and just celebrate with each other, help each other through the hard times with the challenges, but not to where we're singing Kumbaya together and petting the cat, right, Cheryl? There's no petting the cat here. We're going to tell you how to make changes and how to get past what you're in now, no matter what it is. And sometimes that's tough talk, but we're all about elevating. We got to get better. Yeah. And Cheryl, the last one is your specialty in life.
Yeah, the last one is have fun, which there is no way that I would do anything unless I was having fun doing it. That's not who I am. And I think it's so interesting, because I really have decided that having fun means to me that I'm growing, right? And growth equals happiness for me. And I'll tell you, that is not how it's always been, because fun to me, I always had in my mind was a certain thing or a certain group of things, right? Anything physical is fun to me. Anything outside is fun to me. Anything, all of these things. But when I decided, and that's really all it was just a decision that I made, that when I'm growing, I am having fun, and growing makes me happy. That's really, I believe, when I had a huge aha moment in my life, that really it's up to each of us to decide what fun is to us. And of course, I can still have fun in all those ways that I already, that I already had set. But to add growth to that is really, I think, what's made a huge difference in my life.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Fun is the key. And you're right. Growth equals happiness. And it's about progress equals happiness. So that's why we're so obsessed with the Elevate and the Elevate Tribe. So we would love to hear from people that are in the Elevate Tribe. We also have a weight loss group called the Keto 90 Kickstart, which is a huge supportive group that's strictly focused on helping people lose weight. Yay. And we've had the most unbelievable success stories out there with the program. And it's not just getting people to lose weight, but to achieve a level of health that they've never had in their lives.
Elevate it.
It's all elevating. Yeah. So that's a great group. We also have a coaching group. So Cheryl and I also own the Institute of Holistic Health and created a community there where we have a community of health coaches. And maybe if one of them has invited you to this podcast today, you can get back with them and learn more about the Institute of Holistic Health and how you could become a certified holistic health coach as well. So, but we have people from all kinds of communities that we run on the show with us today. So anybody that wants to raise their hand and make a comment about what's community done for you or anything that we've said today, we'd love to hear from you.
Looks like we have Debbie's first up.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, I love this community, and I love this book of the 15 Laws of Growth with John Maxwell as well. And being in the right environment just makes you feel so much like you belong. it fosters you, and growth becomes contagious. And you are expected to do things and to grow and continue. Growth is never something that you ever end. So I just love what I'm doing now and how it makes me feel.
Awesome. Well, you've been a great contributor to the community, and we love having you here. And we're glad to hear that the community's made a difference in your life.
Oh, it certainly has. Thank you.
Awesome, Debbie. Thank you so much. Okay, Becca. Hello, my friend.
Hello. And I forgot to highlight Debbie, so I'm not going to highlight myself either.
Well, you can highlight yourself. We need to elevate things here.
Okay.
Well, Cheryl and myself.
Okay, so as far as the community goes, one of the biggest reasons well, not one of the biggest, but one that I really enjoy is I live in a town, 5 people, okay? 5 people. The closest town has
live in
8.
Your house, yeah.
They all live in my house. But the closest town has like 850 people, and the next one is 400 and, some people. And being so far away, I work from home. I don't get out and socialize, but here I'm able to surround myself with the people I want to surround myself, that are like-minded and not closed, and really have a passion for helping others elevate their life. And whether that's, mentally, physically, financially, it's just been an incredible community to help keep me going. And I love it. My best friends are right here on this call.
Yeah. And you've been a great contributor to the community, and always uplifting people and helping them. So thank you for all your contribution. It's been incredible.
I've loved it.
Thank you. All right. We have, who else wants to make a comment? Got a lot of comments to make about it.
There was a comment in the chat. Rod says, if it wasn't for this community, I would have quit a long time ago. I'm thankful for you guys.
We love you, guy.
Yep. Okay, we've got some hands up. This is exciting. Thank you, Rod. Stephanie, you are up next. How are you?
I know her internet is a little weak.
Okay, we'll come back to, there you go. Hi, Steph.
You should be able, there you go.
Oh, there we go. It wasn't letting me unmute. So all I have to say is I have never done as well, grown as well in a company per se, in groups, as I have since especially starting the health coaching group. I've never done as well with my business ever. And little did I know, along with the health coaching business, would I get so much mental health encouragement, to grow my mindset, to correct my mindset. I was not expecting that at all, right? So that has been awesome. I just love all the encouragement that I get from everybody in our family. Even if it's one problem at a time that we work on, we're working on it, and, to get the skill set going so that I can play with the big boys too. So I'm going to do it. And I appreciate my whole family in here and all the encouragement and support of everybody. So on to the next challenge.
Awesome. Get another mountain. We love it. Thank you, Stephanie, for that.
I love it. And I love that Stephanie said that, that it started for her, like with the health coaching. And I was just on another podcast a little bit earlier, and we were talking about how important it is to first fix your physical health. And I think that that's what Stephanie was alluding to, because guess what? When you're sick or when you're not feeling great, how on earth are you going to be able to elevate any other part of your life? Like, there's no way, because your focus is on how terrible you're feeling. and how, you know, and how sick you are, right? And so I love that Stephanie said that it really all started with her when she started the health coaching program, learning all that knowledge and really getting herself healthy. So I love that. And so thanks, Steph. That was great. Okay. Now we have Tricia. Hello, Tricia.
Hello. It's so nice to be here again. Great place to be. And as a retired teacher, I also appreciate you all very much as leaders and the school that you put together for us, because it does teach us so much. And it's just wonderful. And plus, we learn from each other, the other people in the school. And even when you all aren't on camera, we can call the other people in the school or see each other on Facebook groups and learn from them as well. So thank you all very much.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for all your contribution and kind words. That's what we were shooting for, is to have everyone work together and we all become stronger together.
And I love that Tricia referred to it as a school, because that's exactly what it is. The Institute of Holistic Health, health coaching certification. And Tricia was calling that a school. And I absolutely love that.
It could be an academy, university.
Yeah, it's just a place to gain knowledge, become a better person, elevate your life so that you can contribute to others, which I know that that's what Trisha's doing. So that is so awesome. Thank you, Tricia. Okay, lovely Heather. How are you, Heather? We're going to let her unmute. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Don't keep Heather muted.
Yeah. I just want to, thank you, reiterate what everybody's already said. You know, this is a family. This is somewhere where I belong. This is where I have my friends. I know what Rod said, I totally resonate with, because I frankly had already quit. I've been here a long time, but wasn't really doing anything. And the health coaching course came along during COVID and really, really helped me just find out a lot of different things about myself. And, you know, some of you have seen the good, bad, and ugly. And I just appreciate you having this for all of us. And I love you. Thank you.
We love you. And thank you for bringing the fun. Heather puts the F in fun.
That's exactly right.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So now it shows that Caroline, you are next. Was it you? Yeah.
Yes. Hi.
Okay, perfect. Hello.
How are you?
Good.
So you kind of stole all my words, Cheryl, but I just want to reiterate everything, because it's not just training for this community, training for leadership, for business, and it just spills over into everything in our lives, from our mindset and just our spiritual side, the financial piece, physically, of course, that physical health, all of the relationships as a parent, as a friend, and just realizing that, you know, all of these things that we go through are just seasons, and we have so many people to pull from, to help fill us, and then that we can pour into. And I just love this community so much that everybody is for everybody and nobody is for themselves. I think that's just a great, you don't get that anywhere else. Like, I've never seen that anywhere else. So love to you both.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we have, you know, we want people to be their best. So we have an analogy with that. And with Caroline and Stephanie was talking about was, so BEST stands for body. The first letter is body. So we're all about getting physically healthy on the inside and the outside. And then the E is for emotional health. So we're very big on helping people get into that beautiful state where they're just loving life and they're experiencing those positive emotions. We're also big on the elevating the spiritual life of people and helping people get more in touch with that. And then, of course, elevating your thoughts, which we do every single Monday on Elevate Your Mindset to get your mind right, which is Cheryl's favorite thing. So those are the four pillars or legs that we stand on. and help everyone elevate those things as our core four.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you, Caroline. Okay, Shelly.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yes. And we can see you and you're looking lovely.
Yes.
Thank you. I know it's been a rough 11 days. I feel like myself finally. But you know, I'm coming back after this virus, but I just wanted to jump on real quick and just tell everyone how much I appreciate them. And Cheryl, when you mentioned earlier that when you're having an off day or I'm having an off day, someone in this community is not, and they're there to uplift you and to get you through the tough times and times where I felt like quitting. During my weight loss journey, people were there to pick me up and support me. When I didn't have an upline that was doing that, I had this community. And just to get this in the mail the other day made my day, and my t-shirt. This has been an incredibly hard year this year. And I don't want to get emotional, but I just appreciate everyone on here and the care and the love that they show. This community is a culture of so many great people. And I am just truly thankful for each and every one of you and the prayers and support that you've given me throughout these last few years have meant the world to me. And that's really all I wanted to say. It's just, this community is the best.
Oh,
Wow,
thank you.
so
Kelly.
awesome.
We love you. We're so glad you're feeling so much better. And we're so happy that you're here.
Thank you.
So happy that you're here.
Yeah. And that's what we love doing that. We all love supporting each other. And there's going to be times in your life that are awesome that we're going to celebrate. And then there's going to be some times in life where things are going to be difficult, different seasons in your life. And we help people through all the seasons. So I'm going to go back to summer, Cheryl. Season I want to
Listen, summer's a fine time, but we have to have every single season.
I'm not a big fan of that.
We do.
See if we can elevate things. All right. Well, that's I think that's all of the callers we had today. Cheryl, that was an awesome call. Unfortunately, a week from now, I'll be eating a lot. So I will not be here on this podcast. And I know you will also be. I
will be eating keto.
We'll be eating keto.
I will be eating a keto Thanksgiving. And let me tell you, there are some recipes that are incredible.
We'll share those in the Elevate Tribe, along with Cheryl's. Now that she has learned how to post a Pinterest recipe, we'll be posting the crab mushrooms.
It's crab stuffed mushrooms.
Crab stuffed mushrooms. Yeah. So we'll.
And let me tell you what else. I made the most delicious. Listen, I know it's delicious if my husband will eat it. Okay, because he does not want to eat anything that's keto. But I made the most fantastic keto mushroom soup that is so unbelievable that really, I mean, my kids were eating it. It was all good. And so that's another fantastic.
Are you just going with the mushroom soup for Thanksgiving then and just skipping the turkey?
I'm actually going with the crab stuffed mushrooms as an appetizer.
Oh, well, I'm still waiting for my invite on that. So I will fly out just for those.
Yeah, they're fantastic and super easy. You guys, I picked the easiest recipes to make too. I'm not trying to make something hard. I'm definitely not Julia Child. Okay. So I have not been to French cooking school, and I am only making things that are simple. And I love it. I like to look for things that it's only 5 ingredients. I'm like, yay. So yeah. So all of the stuff I make, you will see, very simple.
We're looking forward to that elevated Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody, have a great day with you and your family. And Cheryl, I'll see you again, but we're going to be doing a lot of events between now. So we are doing Elevate Your Mindset on Monday. Yeah. And on Tuesday, we're going to do our weekly review class. But then we're going to celebrate some Thanksgiving with our family, and be back the following Monday. So looking forward to that.
Yes. And we were talking a little bit about GoPro events. Well, tomorrow night we've got the great event too.
Absolutely.
Here, that will be awesome.
Yep. We're going to talk about going professional and then what the coaching program has done for the network marketing industry. You know, we're on a big movement to make this a profession. Cheryl mentioned her husband, Jonathan, professional lawyer. We know professional doctors and professional massage therapists and professional, you know, the list goes on and on. It's about getting educated and acting like a professional. So Cheryl and I are obsessed also with that, that concept of going pro and helping people become a real professional in what they do. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Yeah. And that's at ygYmastermind.com, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah. So you got to register and get a seat for that. We have limited space on this Zoom. So make sure you register for that right now and don't get locked out of that. So, all right, everybody, have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.